Hey y'all, hopefully you guys find this room. Let me know when y'all are back in the room, because I know it's going to be a separate one. I don't know what happened. I was in the middle of talking and all of a sudden it just cut me off. I mean, I looked at my battery, it was charged. I don't know, but I blame it on Mercury retrograde. So I'm going to go ahead and wait a couple minutes for our lovely Geminis that we're following to enter the room. I wasn't sure how to continue that video or if I could, so I just, for time's sake, just started a new one. I mean, it's not hard to pick up where I left off. The card's already laid out. So just let me know when you're here. I do apologize that I don't remember the name, but I know that there was somebody that specifically just joined and had some questions that they wanted answered. So I will wait a couple of minutes for y'all to get back in tune with me. I don't want to be in here all by my lonesome. Nah, I'm not alone. I got my guides, my angels, my peeps. I got too many. No, I'm just joking. You can never have too many. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Blessed, blessed. Anybody back yet? Okay, well, what I'm going to do is go ahead and continue the rest of the reading. Hopefully y'all can navigate your way over. If not, you'll be able to catch it once it uploads. So, but hopefully who came in towards the later half and needed some questions on their relationship, if you don't catch me in time, like I said, please feel free to comment your email under this video, and I will reach out to you and we can go over that. I'm also on Instago as well, so we can do a one-on-one thing if it's more personal. So anyways, okay, so moving forward, I swear my child has mommy ESP. gave y'all a chance to get back in to the live groove with me. If you're here, please comment, let me know. I see one person liked, so I'm assuming someone's here. Go ahead and send a chat so I know. I'll just continue and perfect. Thank you, Danielle. Back in action. All right, so we are moving forward to going over what your love interest wants. And it's looking like they are wanting, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So it's looking like they are wanting a solid financial situation. Now, be it to provide for you, or they want to achieve it before they get serious. Oh dear Lord, we don't need that going on right now. So let me clarify that really quick. Divine, can you please clarify for me the Ten of Pentacles for my Geminis in love as far as what their lovers want? So, you know, and the Ten of Pentacles does talk about family matters in the terms of, you know, money, the children, the dog. But let me clarify it just because that's what I'm feeling the urge to do. Okay. So they're really focused on money right now and gaining fortune, be it money, be it medicine, food, drugs, gambling, just completion and material gain. They want wealth. And I clarified it with the Queen of Wands. Shh, shh, shh. Please don't wake up the baby. No, don't wake up the baby. which is interesting because the Queen of Wands has a love for money. So it's almost like your lover is all about the money, and that's what he wants. And if it comes to any woman or the queen in his life, he wants her to be about money too. Money comes before everything, is what I'm feeling with this person. Is this woman you? If you're a female watching, a female Gemini watching for a male lover, again, genders don't necessarily, they're not specific. Like a Queen of Wands doesn't necessarily have to mean a woman, okay? It could mean a man who loves money. They're genuine, you know, ultimately a good person, but they're very intuitive. They're intense. I'm picking up that they're friendly, like a friendly relationship right now. You have a friendly relationship right now. But she's all about success in business, and that looks like what he wants too. So if you're a Gemini who's more about what really matters in life, and everybody has different views, but like to me, yes, money's important to survive, but I'd rather have love over money. That's just me. Maybe not you, you know, but that's what they want. What we want and what we need are two different things. So moving forward into what your lover needs, okay? My little crystals over here. We have the Nine of Cups, okay? So your lover's feeling like they need success. They need a successful woman or man. They need to have victory. They need to have the advantage in everything. They need to be able to triumph anyone and anything. That's what they need. And I feel like they won't budge for less, you know? Like, you look at him and he's just... Sorry, excuse me. You know, he's sitting there, he's got his cups and arms crossed, and this is what I want, this is what I need. Or, I'm sorry, scratch that. We already went over what he wants. This is what he needs. We know what he wants. And that's that. Now, how does Gemini's lover see them? We have the Seven of Cups. Okay, So I want to clarify that. Spirit, can you clarify why the Seven of Cups is showing as far as how Gemini's lover sees them? Clarify how Gemini's lover sees them. So he sees you with a lot of potential. He sees you being able to manifest. You're in a position to where you could manifest anything that your heart desires. But I'm getting the feeling, okay, now, and this isn't necessarily like where he's gonna stay. This is just where he's at. Remember, this is this week, okay? So this isn't his overall. This is just his frame of mind this week. It could be always. It could be, it just happens to be this week. It could be just for this month because it's the holidays, and, you know, so just remember that. This could change. And I definitely have detailed love readings that can go further. But anyways, so he definitely sees you as a woman who has everything she needs at her fingertips, and if she doesn't, she can manifest it. Or man, I'm sorry when I do that. But I also get the sense that he will come in when he wants something that you get, because you have that knack of being able to get what you want or need, Gemini. I'm speaking to you, especially this month. Your manifestation is so high. That's why I was saying manifest, 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 especially on the full moon on December 7th. Manifest, because right now is the time. And as far as how he sees you, he sees that, and you have things that he wants. And I feel like he comes in, you know, whispers sweet nothings. Maybe he'll wine dine you, love you up. You know, like, he'll come in, and then when he's done with you, you're seeing his ass and his horse's ass. Bye-bye. Until he wants something again, and then he'll be back. That's what I feel like the energy. Oh, and I just got goosebumps. Because I don't like that. But the truth is the truth, you know. And I don't sugarcoat shit, you know. That would not be serving you for me to sugarcoat anything. I do love to give positive readings, of course. Who doesn't? But so that's how I see him viewing you now. Okay? Now let's take a look at the next 3 months. Okay? Let's take a look at the next 3 months. And I think I'm going to set this back over here. And I'm going to do these ones for the next 3 months. So starting with January, what can Gemini expect as a 3-month forecast with his or her lover, love interest? We will start with the month of January. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is a weekly love reading. However, oh wow, 3 came out. Okay. I'm adding a just small 3-month wrap up. So we have January. This came up in the last Gemini reading I did too. Crazy. February. March. Okay. And then, oh, 4 came out. I guess they had an extra message for y'all, Gemini. And then I am going to do a tarot next to it, just real quick. Next to your oracle. So this is for January. This is Gemini's 3-month forecast for January. For her lover, what can they expect? His or her, I apologize. I'm a female, I guess I just say she a lot. Or maybe most of my viewers are female, I don't know. And February. Theme for February. And March. Okay. March. What can Gemini expect for March? Got a 44. Synchronicities are good. Gemini expect for March for his or her 3-month forecast. That was too many. Divine, can you give me one? There we go. Okay. So, and let me pull one for this this 4th one that the Divine wanted to throw in. Okay. All right. So bear with me, Geminis, okay? Because with everything, you have the yin and the yang, the good and the bad. What we think we want, we may not need. What we need, we may not want. Sometimes they coincide, sometimes not. Okay? So that being said, so the theme for January, okay, the oracle is adrift, letting go, allowing a higher force to take charge for a time, okay? So that's basically the Divine telling you, you know, kind of like the Serenity Prayer. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And when that difference comes, you need to let the Divine take charge, okay? This is your theme for January, okay? And that is also then equals, that's 27, right? That also equals to 9. which relates to fulfillment, luck, fate, and achieving goals, okay? So long as you stay adrift and you let go, allowing a higher force to take charge for a little bit, you're going to be okay. Because next to that, we have the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands is kind of like a pause. It's hope. It's kind of like stopping and pondering, okay? If you look at this, okay, she's being guarded from getting out, and these wands and challenges have kept her in, but she sees her way out now, he or she. And actually, if you look at the back, this is the vice versa deck, so it shows you the two sides to things, okay? So first, it's like he looks like he's alone, okay? But he's found his way through. And here it looks like, you know, he's just abandoned, doesn't see anything. On this side, he sees his love. And she's reaching for him in a very loving manner. It's almost like he's in shock. Like, damn, like, I didn't know if I was ever gonna see you again, babe. And she's like, what do you mean? Like, we're ride or die. Like, I was always here. I wasn't going anywhere. Okay? So, that's a really good theme for January. Really good theme. So like I said, if y'all can keep that positivity, you know, revving up, keeping the momentum up as you go through December, no matter what trials, tribulations may come your way, okay? Y'all are gonna make it through that in January. And like I said, you know, like with nines, that's luck, that's fate, it's achieving goals. And 9, one number away from completion, and that chapter's closed. And how good does it feel to know that they're with you in that chapter? So going into February, the oracle is freedom, independence, and self-determination. Okay? And so sorry, y'all, hold on. I need this for waking up the baby. Oops. So it looks like I feel like this isn't just you, Gemini. I feel like it's the both of you kind of like making it through all the mud and the muck and the tests and whatnot, and that you guys are finally going to be able to have some independence. Again, I said earlier in the reading that I felt like there was some sort of, I don't know if it was incarceration, maybe military deployment, some kind of separation, to where now you guys are at the point where you can be independent and you're free to like give each other that love. And the King of Wands is also, he's like an influential man, but he's one possessed of authority and strongly like has the quality of leadership. He can be kind of like hasty in his temper, but for the most part he's generous and friendly. And so that whole possessed by authority thing is what makes me feel like jail or military, and that being over. And that goes back to this other one too, where it's kind of like he's like that, and he's even like thrown his part of his armor on the floor, and then there's his love, and it's like he's got this look like, I never thought I'd see you again. Felt like years. So if that resonates with anybody, please, 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 would you please comment below? Just take 2 seconds to let me know. Okay. And I'd really appreciate it. Really, really appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comment, but most importantly, I want to know what resonates with y'all. It's important to me. So anyways, January, February. Okay, so we're going into March. Okay. And, oh, I forgot. You guys got an extra card. So did I pull a tarot? Oh, I did. Okay. So going into March, you have homeland, you have arrival, a journey ends, establishment, building, settled. Okay? So it looks like you and your loved one finally get that sense of security that you wanted, that establishment, okay, and being settled. You can, what was that comment? I missed it. It popped up too fast. One more time. I apologize. I don't know if on the computer, like, it'll show you the thing in the comments, or if it does the same thing as it does on the iPhone and just pops up real quick. I know I can go back and read it later, but I missed that comment. What was that? Oh, you do? The King of Swords? Oh, by being open and vulnerable. Open and vulnerable. Where was that one? Let me see. I mean, definitely, if that's what you feel and you get from that, go with it, girl. I mean, I always recommend that, and that's why I like to show the cards too, because it's not that the meaning changes. Oh, his armor taken off. Yeah. I don't sense him though, the Nine of Wands, as having any type of control. If anything, the one I'm going to get into next is more. The Nine of Wands is more like, I'm going to try to do it without a reflection, but it's like, if, like, see how she's just her stance, her body demeanor, and I don't know if you could see her eyes, but it's like she's got like a little smirk, like, we made it, babe, we did it, I told you. So I don't, and if you feel it, totally go with your intuition, okay? I'm just giving you my feeling. I don't feel like him as being a controlling guy. I just feel that, like, some kind of battle sense, and really, it could represent anything, but I definitely am picking up something that caused separation and conflict, and so anyways, and then also you get the Homeland card, you know, like them finally getting to be arriving, a journey ends, establishment, building, settled, homeland. So it's almost like he was taken somewhere or something. Now, the controlling part, your intuition is picking up on very well. Could be this guy, okay? This King of Wands. Because he can be, okay? And if you look at the inner part of him, this is why I love this deck, okay? The inner part of him isn't so bright. And there's a huge serpent wrapping around that tree next to him, okay? So, and with the oracle card that was next to it, freedom, independence, self-determination, I think what you're picking up on is these two right here, okay? She's kind of coming into her own, gaining a little bit more freedom, showing off a little bit more skin. You see that fiery energy, okay? Like, she's got this look in her eyes like, don't fuck with me. I may love you, but don't fuck with me. Because I'm not your puppet, I'm not your whipping post. Either you love me, and you love me the way I deserve to be loved, or I'm going to take my independence and my determination, and I'm going to go find me a man who's going to love me the way I deserve. That's that red, that's that passion, that's that fireness, and I don't feel like it's towards him. She may love him, but it's like they say, there's a difference between loving someone and being in love, and he's at a very fine line right here when it comes to February. I think January is so, the theme is so calm and romantic because there had been a separation. Separation makes the heart grow fonder. Okay? But then, yes, you're right. I think he might once February comes around, lets a little bit go to his head. And since in January, she let go and allowed the divine or higher force take charge, okay? Whether it was through meditation or whatever, she gained some clarity. She gained some fire, baby. Okay? To where it's like, you treat me right or bye, Felicia. Because we go, so we go into March. And like I said, the oracle theme was homeland, arrival, a journey ends. Okay? Now, that could be that journey, or that could be that journey with that partner. But an establishment is built, and she's feeling settled. Okay? Now, when I drew the King of Swords, he was facing this way. Okay? So he's got his back towards her. He's not even looking at her. How the hell did he go from such endearment to this? You know? It's just... it's crazy. It's crazy. And I think that's why the divine wanted to throw another card out for us. Because it's like, what the hell? Why is he... okay, what's going on? Because he can be very, like, superior-like, power, man of law, gives commands. He can be, cruel at times. He can have evil intent, disturbance. He could be wicked. When we see him in this sense, you know. But even if you see him in this sense, he's still, like, I don't really have a good taste for the King of Swords, because he's still, like, you know, one of those, like, abuses their power trippers, gives commands, superiority, thinks they're better than, almost like a narcissist type of thing. So with that being, with the homeland and a journey ending, you might be right with what you said, like, and I don't know if it's his control ending, but I think it's her, whether that be the Gemini or the lover, because the roles can be either or, but it's about that person finally, after letting the divine take control for a while, finally being like, I got my groove back. I'm back. I know myself. I know my worth. I mean, she's just, it's just such a difference. Okay? So, and then we have this gift. Okay? Now, I don't know if they gave us... I love y'all, thank you. They're so funny, because I was just about to say, I don't know if they gave us this theme for March or not. Well, I read the card and it says the present. So, I'm gonna assume this is the present. A message for you for the present. And so it says gift. Or, I'm sorry, it says the present. Gift, treasure, revelation. What was I just saying? Her obtaining the knowledge of her self-worth and value. So it says gift, treasure, revelation of own value, nowness. like that quick. And 1 and 2 equals 3, and 3 is growth, it's cooperation, it's friendship, okay? And with this card, okay, the present, you got the World card, okay? Now it is the back side of the world, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I think that that's you, Geminis, okay? What I really think this is coming to is you had this love for this person, but it was kind of a karmic relationship. And some of you may or may not know what that is. I guess I'll just maybe use a different term until, basically just a relationship that, you know, you did care, you did love, there was lessons to be learned, love to be felt, pain to be felt, but it was bringing out the you that needed to come out, the self-love. Okay, like, I just recently felt what self-love felt like for the first time. You always hear them talk about it. You can't love someone else if you don't love yourself. And you're sitting there like, driving yourself crazy, like, how do I love myself? How do you do it? Blah, blah, blah. And once you experience it, it's a great love. And so I think that that's why the divine threw out this extra card for you, is to show you. You may have been focusing on this material person that you think you love, but really, what we're trying to teach you in this and show you and have you manifest and embrace is self-love. Okay? Because once you obtain the revelation of your own worth, okay? This is the World card. It's going to start to turn. Okay? And just look at her. Look at her. She's got all these divine powers in all her corners. She's supported. She's balanced. She knows a love like she never knew before. And the love is for herself. And the world is her oyster. And then now begins, Geminis, the next chapter of what you contemplate, you can actualize, okay? Your manifestation, your true life partner, your soulmate, okay? Trust the divine. Trust what they're doing. Yeah, the pain hurts, okay? But we can heal pain. Okay, love, and you know, if y'all want me to do a video on twin flames, soulmates, karmic relationships, whatever, I will be happy to do that. But Gemini, I think this was a beautiful reading. I honestly do. And like I said, I was a little nervous to do it because I knew it was going to be powerful, and I felt the yin and the yang. But how beautiful. I've never seen, I can't say never, but the divine is seriously, truly has your back. And they're getting ready to show you love like you never knew it before. And they're going to show it to you first by you loving yourself. And even I always thought that sounded weird, like loving myself. But it's like the whole, when you're on an airplane concept and the stewardess says, always put the oxygen mask on yourself first and then everybody else. Okay? You don't put it on yourself first. You're going to be like, and you ain't helping nobody. So, you know, and that's almost what this picture reminds me of. It's like she's barely almost drowning. Well, she's a mermaid, so I guess technically she can't drown. But if she were human, like barely about to drown. But she lets go and allows the higher force to take charge for a time. Okay? And then the world is yours. I mean, it's great. It's beautiful. So I hope y'all enjoyed your reading. Does anybody have any questions before we close up? I know that there was one person that had a specific question that I said I would address at the end. If it was personal, then you can hit me up on Instago, Alchemist Empress. But I will be happy to do any closing questions or I just want to know where my relationship is leading, Danielle. Okay. Okay, Danielle. Let's see. And you are a Gemini. But the general was spied on for me. Oh, awesome. I'm so glad. That's awesome. If you don't mind liking and subscribing, I would greatly appreciate that. Because I'm definitely going to do more. This is just weekly, remember. And are you Gemini? Remind me again, or were you the one that said you were the cross watcher? If you don't mind. Okay, you're Gemini. And what is your partner's sign? I missed your response. I'm just getting my cards back so I can answer your question. Taurus, okay. Alright. And I don't know why I'm just hearing this. How long have y'all been together? I'm hearing more. I was just gonna say I'm hearing more than a year. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I was picking up your connection. Welcome whoever just joined. We are just wrapping up the Gemini love reading. However, I'm just decided to do some personal quick questions. So you're welcome to join after I finish with, oh, y'all live together. Okay. That makes it even easier. Give me 1 second. Apparently I wasn't quiet enough in the Little Bambino. Needs to be assured he's not alone. Hold on 1 second. New York's in the house. Is Brooklyn in the house? Shut me down. Are you in the house? Look. Okay, ladies, I am back. Okay, so let me get started with, was it Danielle? I think Danielle was the first one, right? Gemini, Lover, Taurus. Yeah, y'all heard that. That was just funny because when he said Gemini in the house, yes, that's actually the song I was singing. Oh, the baby's fine. He's just super attached, so he doesn't like to think he's alone. Which he's not. He's fine. He's just like wants to be right on me, and I love him dearly, but he gets me all night, pretty much 24/7. So mommy does have to do work. He knows that. He's okay. Made him Bubba. Okay, so yeah, it was Danielle, correct? Gemini, Liver, Taurus. Together over here. I'm glad that we made that connection because I had that in my head and you said that. Okay, perfect. All right, Danielle. And what's your partner's name? Even though I pretty much picked up a connection, but let me just, when I get a little more detailed, I like to. Travis. Taurus. Danielle. Gemini. Has he had any substance issues? Okay, you did. Okay, I was picking that up. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I picked up on that. Of course, I always want to blame it on the guy, right? I think us women all get a free card. But yes, I picked that up. But good for you. Good for you. If only some men were as sacrificing as us, huh? That would be nice. That would be nice. My ex-husband had a substance issue problem. And then eventually, this was a decade ago, you get to a point where, well, I think it's different when the, it doesn't have to be, but I think it's different when in the, right, yeah, that happens, that happens, I mean, it's like, you know, luckily, though, it's something that you can do something about, whereas, like, with mental issues, like narcissism, or narcissistic abuse, or personality disorder, and I'm not saying anything bad against those. I went to school for my LCDC, which is licensed chemical dependency counselor, but and you know, when someone's a narcissist or with certain mental illnesses, they don't even think they have a problem, and they hurt so many people. It's like, my ex-husband had a substance issue when I met him, and we were like the best of friends. I never could have saw what happened come. And he's clean now. But the person he is now and the narcissistic abuse that he tries to pull, which I tell him I'm not 20 anymore, so it ain't gonna work, buddy, but is like an alter ego. And so they don't even know how to be their genuine selves. They don't even know how to say, I don't like the person I was or how I made people feel. It's just purely about them. And it can be that way in addictions too, but that's why I say, you know, that's great that you acknowledged that. You know, I got to a point, I was very young and influential. I never, wow, that backwards. Oh gosh, I missed the very ending of that. I wish it stayed up a little bit longer. So I read it all up until you said you were afraid you had a personality disorder, and then what? Let's see. Oh, girl, it's all right. I wouldn't change anything. It's made me who I am. Like I was saying earlier, I mean, that was my marriage, and it took me 7 years before I let someone else in, and literally my youngest son knew the guy 4 months, and he destroyed my life quicker, and it baffled me because I wasn't even fully in love with him, and all the destruction hurt so much more than my divorce, which had me just devastated for 7. I mean, I still hurt, but this guy just came in, and I'm just going to go ahead and re-cleanse our energy real quick, since that was a general reading for everyone, and this is a little more personal. Oh, there we go. Okay, A little bit for you, Danielle. This is Florida water. It's great. And oh, I recommend it. Just since we're starting new, I may have to grab the baby. Let him sit with me. He's in there blabbing away. As long as he's not crying, but he'll probably start. Oh, I know what happened. I bet you the dog. They're so silly. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. This is Palo Santo wood, or also known as holy wood. It's also really good. I don't know if you were there in the beginning of the reading when I was talking about it. Sage is very, very good. It neutralizes the energy, but the Palo Santo actually adds positive energy. So I like to use a combination of them both. I don't always, but when I'm like, okay, I need some positivity added here, not just getting rid of the negativity, I like to use it. And all right. Okay. Okay. So sage for us. Oh. Baby might not like this, but you know I want to cleanse these. Cleanse, neutralize the energies. Did you guys happen to, by chance, meet at a social gathering or through friends? I'll go ahead and get the reading set up. I was just curious. Tinder, okay. Okay. I am going to do... I'm going to do this a little different. Switch it up. I am going to... Just give me 1 second. Because I want to know... this will basically show us... Here, I'm going to use the regular. So... Alright, here's 1, 2... 3, 4, 5... Yeah, so basically this one I'm going to do is a little bit more detailed than the love spread that I was doing for just general. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And basically what it's going to focus on is if there's any upcoming major life changes that you can expect with y'all's relationship. And it'll do, it'll show the theme, like the main theme of your relationship right now, the central focus, the recent past, near future, mind, thoughts, the challenge, and then the overall. And if I need to do clarity, I can. But let me just see if it missed. Does that sound cool to you? I did miss one. I think you'll like it. Hopefully. And like I said before, I tell him. Oh yeah, no problem. I actually haven't done this layout in a video yet. So I'm wondering which one you saw. Have I? No, I don't think I have. I might have talked about it. But, okay, I got them all now. Alright. Okay, here we go. So, let me just go see a few things. Okay. Now I see right here next to the mom. Let's see right here next to the mom. Papa? Okay. You can put this up. There's my happy face. Okay. I know. I don't like to be alone either. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. All right. You want to help Mama? You gonna help me? You help me, I help you? Yeah, that's my boy. Okay. So. Alright, so let me shuffle these guys. These are the major arcana. So this is going to be what holds the main theme in y'all's relationship right now. Or the main theme of the reading. Remember, time is an illusion. Energy is fluid. So. It may not be right this second. It could have been in the past. It could be coming up. I could specify it if you want. Like I could say, what's the main theme gonna be like for the holidays for them or whatever. Or we can just stick with what the divine wants to show us as far as the main theme for y'all. So it's up to you. You want to just stick with big? Fine. Perfect. Good answer. That's what I always choose. They know better than us anyways, right? I mean, really. That's why we're sitting here doing this. And there's so many of them, so many wonderful, wonderful divine entities. Okay, so this is for Travis and Danielle. And I ask my guides, an angel, spirit, divine, Mother God, Father God, serves purpose of higher good, shows what the main theme of Danielle and Travis's love is right now. Please give us the main theme for what the Travis and Danielle. Why is he going? Okay. So, don't get scared when I say this. The main theme for y'all's relationship right now is the devil. Now, people freak out when they see the death card or the devil card. That does not mean it is bad. The devil can resemble a lot of letting go of any type of bondages, things that don't serve your relationship for its higher good. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm just going to put the main energy up right there, and then we're gonna look at the central focus. Y'all's relationship, the central focus of y'all's wait. Hold on a second. Yeah, and it can have I mean, basically the Devil card is anything of lower vibrations. So, bondages, addictions, insecurities, guilt, fear, you know, stuff like that. It's not per se. Well, here, why don't we do this? Let me pull an oracle card too for y'all's theme. So, Spirit, can you please give me the right oracle card to go with the current theme for Travis and Danielle's relationship? Okay. So we got a wave of power, a surge of power, upswing in energy, exhilarating movement. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. So, yeah, so basically, like I was saying, I feel like some of these lower vibrations, like you were saying, insecurities or whatever, that you and him are feeling are, and as we get into your reading, you know, it'll make it more clear, but it's going to give y'all a wave of power, an upswing in your energy, exhilarating movement. Like, you're accelerating, you're moving up. A lot of people are ascending right now spiritually. So I'm glad I pulled an oracle card for that, because I know how people can get when they see the Devil or Death card. Okay, so September, I just write it down real quick because it goes away. So September's your anniversary. And October, you said things got difficult. Did I read that right? Oh, better. Okay. September's your anniversary, and October things got better. Okay. Okay, so you fought a lot in the beginning. I mean, it may come out in the cards, but what was the main issue of the fights? Insecurity, okay. Insecurity as in not trusting one another insecurity? Or insecurity within yourself? Okay. I'm very empathic, so I will start to feel those feelings. That's one thing that's hard about this, but that is okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Well, let's check it out, girlfriend. So, Travis and Danielle. So, first we want to look at the central focus. I'll apply my divine. Okay, huh? Okay. Oh, he's trying to make room for all these cards. Actually don't need these ones. I'm gonna put that over there. What's wrong, Bubba? What is it? Need you, Bubba? Okay, let me, I know you're going to be eager what the cards say, but let me go ahead and pull them out first, and then I will go over them with you or clarify what I need to. So we're looking at the recent past energies now. Recent past energies. I wanted to really. Okay. And then we are looking at the near future energies. For Danielle, oops, Danielle and Travis's relationship. You got it? Alright, so the near future energies of Danielle and Travis's relationship. Energies of the near future. That one almost wanted to come out. Okay, that's too much. There we go. Okay, and then we want, let me skip these down a little bit so I have a little bit more room. But, really? You gonna throw that on the floor like the card did? You want that? Okay, really? So we are on mind thoughts. Oh, well that didn't waste any time. Number 5 would be the challenge in the relationship. There we go. Challenge Okay, so, for the central focus of y'all's relationship, I'm picking up on, that there needs to be, like, some recovery or downtime, like rest and recuperation from some kind of illness or maybe an overload of work or something's really been draining one or both of you, and it's really important that you get that rest. If that, see, I'm getting red blotches. I always get that when messages are coming through. I can clarify that if that doesn't sound like it's resonating. It can also be a precaution of health or like unsettled. Okay, he works a lot so much. Does he talk about being exhausted, like to the point, like maybe, like, is it affecting your relationship? Or is there possible, like, unsettled legal affairs or, this is mostly like kind of like mental sabotage in a way, kind of like how you were saying, insecurities. That would be mental. Financial recovery is his focus. Okay. Well, let me clarify. Spirit, can you clarify this Four Swords is the central of focus? Okay, I clarified it, and again I got the nine, or I'm sorry, the Page of Swords, which is like an unforeseen sickness, which, like I was saying, with the central focus of y'all's relationship, like rest and recovery from an illness, needing to take some downtime and recover. If it's not that, the Page of Swords could mean that somebody's kind of watching y'all, like overlooking y'all, kind of like spying, like on y'all's social media, or not like a spy, but like just kind of like Facebook stalking y'all. I don't know if there's anybody in the picture that would be like that, but it's more so the Four of Swords and then the Page of Swords kind of coincide with this need for rest, recuperation, unforeseen illness, or let's keep taking a look at. Oh. That could have to do with the Devil's card. Someone, like, I don't know if you have social media. What did you say before? You hadn't seen a doctor yet? I missed it. I wish this thing like would bing or something. Oh, you found a lump. Okay. Yeah, I would definitely go to the doctor. And again, this is I mean, like we can come to the divine and, you know, we can ask them, you know, tell them what we would like to know, but if they feel like they have yeah, you don't have to share social media. It's like somebody like lurking on one of y'all's. I kind of feel more so like yours. I'll pull one of these real quick to clarify. Just because... well, that could be what it is. But the fact that when I clarified it, it's like double kind of signs of needing the rest and recuperation and then unforeseen illness, or it's somebody that's just like I don't know. I don't think it's that. I'm thinking it's health. And like I said, time is an illusion. So this doesn't have to necessarily be right this second. I mean, this could be coming up. Maybe I'm just seeing, clarify it one more time. Let's clarify, Spirit, clarify the central focus for me, which I might get if I go into these other cards, but let's just see. Okay, so we have the home and kind of, so this oracle is kind of like the wisdom of the night. I pulled that out just because that's what was calling to me to try to clarify this. I mean, I definitely would get that lump checked out. You have admirers, but that's still not anything super significant. This card is belonging, and it shows a home. Okay. And again, I'm feeling someone belongs at home right now. Like, getting rest and recuperating, taking downtime, taking precautions. But let's go forward in the reading and see what else we get. Okay. Where is what I'm looking for? Are you talking, baby, baby, baby? Talkie, talkie, talkie. Talkie, talkie, talkie. Talkie, talkie, talkie. You talking? You got stuff to say? You got stuff to say? Here. Mama almost said. Okay. So, moving on to the recent past. You have the 10 of Swords reversed. So, if you look at the 10 of Swords reversed, it does look a little bit scary, but that's okay because a 10 is an excellent number to have because that is the completion of a cycle, okay? And the 10 of Swords is advanced movement, victory, you know, you're past all this like self-sabotage, sorrow, pain, whatever. Like, you've completed this cycle. So, and you're gonna have some success and victory. That's the recent past. It's not like a long-term victory, but you know, and that may have to do with when you were talking about September, how you guys were having some difficulties, and then the energy shifted and things got better. So, and then if you notice, you know, next to him you have these purple flowers growing, which purple resembles like our intuition growing and like advancement. So that's a good thing. There is an owl up in the tree that's watching, overlooking you. Just a little FYI, because it just kind of mentions that. As far as the central focus, so the near future is the moon. And I think I want to pull a clarify before I go into this, because which I'm going to use this one. The moon does resemble the feminine, it resembles heightened intuition, but it also resembles being left in the dark. It resembles deception, secrets. Now, I mean, I personally like this particular moon card in this deck because it coincides with the goddess Hecate, and she's badass. I mean, she's like a motherly caretaker, but nobody fucks with her. They don't cross her line, like, or her pack of wolves, like. So she is connected to this card. You'll see around her waist she's got a bunch of keys. So it's like you have the keys to all the problems, or not problems, but like secrets, like basically whatever's being hidden from you, you have the keys to unlock. They will be revealed, as long as you follow your truth and your light. And that's what she's doing. And then not only that, but in the background she has her pack of wolves. So as much as I don't like to say that there's some deception and secretiveness in the near future, I will clarify that. Why is the moon in the near future? Spirit, can you please clarify why the moon is in the near future? Why is the moon in the near future? It's gonna pop out. So we got the Five of Wands. And it came... The Five of Wands is about, like, struggle, competition, like legal trouble. Which I mentioned in the was it the central? Yeah. No, or was it the Ten of... No, it was the Ten of Swords. That was the recent past. So there's some sort of deception or secret or conflict about, some sort of deception or secret in the near future about a conflict that goes on, or a negotiation that's made to keep the conflict, like, shoved under the rug. People like make a negotiation, like, I'll give you this, you turn your head type of thing. And I don't feel like that's you doing that. Danielle, I don't feel like that's you doing that. I think these are... It's either... Well, let me grab one more. 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords reversed. Lying, deceit. I keep wanting to clarify this for you, baby girl, to make it turn out better. But all these cards are secrets, lies, deceit in your near future. And the 7 of Swords isn't just secret lies and deceits, but it can also be like stealing, like someone's stealing from you. So, just be cautious of that. Are you still there? Are you still breathing? All right. So, for mind thoughts. Now, so for that we have the 6 of Wands, you know, and that's not, oops, that's not too bad. I like to see that. I mean, that is change. This kind of got distorted. I probably can't see it very well, but you know, it's about like change, confidence, enthusiasm, travel for work, or it's telling you you need to make a bold move like right now. New job, new house, something along those lines is in your mind thoughts. So I don't know if you've been thinking about any type of movement like that, or if he may be thinking of any type of movement like that. But a lot of people are going to be helping y'all and supporting y'all in this. So that's nice to know. And a lot of, you know, a lot of friends, family. This is a good thing. But it's basically like in the thought process now. And then our thoughts become our actions and what we can manifest. And that's why I advise people, with it being December going into the new year, to just, no matter what happens, no matter what negativity happens, stay in a positive vibration, because you do not want to leave 2018 going into 2019 with that same vibration. You want it to be as positive as possible, because that's how it works, and that's how your year's gonna go. So the challenge is the 4 of Cups reversed. Okay, and this has to do a lot with you know, new friends, new relations, stuff like that. And I'm glad to see it in this position, because we don't want this upright with everything that we just saw. So that's good. And that, well, that being a challenge, let me clarify that, because that's a positive thing. I don't have a challenge. Here you go. Alright, so why is the 4 of Cups reversed? as a challenge. Why is the Four of Cups reversed as a challenge? Seems like they're giving me more messages, more so about the people around you and Travis versus you and Travis and your relationship. I feel like you guys are coming into a lot of good things. And when we come into a lot of good things, I mean, what's the 3 things the devil wants? Kill, steal, destroy. Okay? When you come into so many good things, people want to steal it. Okay? Not only that, but these new acquaintances, frenemies, you know that word? With the devil being your theme, it just hit me. It just hit me. So I would be really careful just kind of with who y'all surround yourself with. Oh wow, that's crazy. Okay, so we have the 2 of Swords and the 3 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So, there's basically, and these are kind of just extra, they're not like the main theme, like the devil, but they're kind of like clarity, like to clear up like what's been dealt in the deck. So like with the 2 of Wands, and there isn't a time frame on these, but the 2 of Wands, yeah, the 2 of Wands, my dog is getting into something, so I don't know. The 2 of Wands is basically working together, okay? So this is going back to what I was saying. I think you and Travis are going to be coming into stuff that people are going to get jealous of. It's about working together. It's about a common goal. It's bringing together ideas and like creative use of your energy. And then the world's in y'all's hands and going forward with that. And then you have the 3 of Wands. What is Romeo getting into over there? You have the 3 of Wands following that, where you're anxiously awaiting the rewards of your labor. And you're reflecting on all your effort. So, I mean, so the overall energy I'm getting here, and the reason why the devil is the theme, is because you guys are past your insecurities, okay? You're going to decide to level it up a bit and start I want to do one of these oracles. You're gonna start manifesting things into fruition. Yes, building a future together. But I'm talking like more like material things, like more serious. Buying a home, having a baby, a really good career, just so many good. I'm getting goosebumps. So yeah, yeah, and so, and people are gonna want to come around. Oh, congratulations, blah blah blah. But you really need to be careful with those people, and that's why the devil is the theme right now for y'all. Okay, perfect. There you go. That, and I see that happening for y'all. You know, like with this house and belonging card. I see y'all getting that house and finally having a place like that is y'all's. You belong. Like it's not rent, month to month, whatever. Like it's, you know, you guys have your own house, your mortgage. You are starting a future together. And people get jealous of that. And people do lurk. Okay, they do, especially with all the social media we have these days. I mean, people are like stalk Facebook, all that shit like crazy. And they get jealous. Okay, and okay, yeah. There you go. So this is all tying into woo, I guess that was what was meant for you, even though I was talking and not okay, you got free from judgment, free to love. Okay, so whatever happened in the past, that's wonderful. And I want that too. I am sending you so much positivity, so much love, so much light. I'm so happy for you guys, okay? And that's why I told you don't be scared when you saw the devil card, because that doesn't mean that's you or that's him, okay? It's kind of like when you tell your kid, like, you know, when they go to play outside, it's not you I don't trust, it's the people out there. And so, and I think that this card right here that's saying free from judgment, free to love, hey, we all have it. And you know what? Right now is a huge time where a bunch of people are being spiritually awakened. It's called the collective. It's like I don't know if you've heard of the 100 monkey theory, where monkeys, they had 100 monkeys on an island, and they used to take the pomegranates out of the sand to eat them, and it was all gritty and like gross, but they were hungry and had to eat, so they took one out of the environment. They showed him how to wash it in the salt water and eat it, and it tastes better. And so he went back, and of course, you know, the other monkeys learned from him and followed. Okay, that's kind of to state the obvious, monkey see, monkey do. But what they found that was really interesting was that monkeys that were like in a whole nother country, whole nother place, never had seen these monkeys before, never whatever, they all of a sudden started washing their pomegranates and eating them. And basically what the bottom line of that is we're the collective. We are not humans having spiritual experiences, but we're spirits having a human experience. So when one thing starts, like spirituality, or whatever, you have it be. It collectively downloads in our DNA. You know what I mean? And so it's really interesting. So, yeah, and there's more to just being empathic too. So definitely, and definitely for Geminis, our intuitions are heightening excessively. Um, Meditation's a great way to start. I would definitely strengthen that, especially with these new things that you have coming into your life and these people that you want to be careful. And I just keep hearing frenemies, 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 you know. I just want to see. Oh, wait, that was. Let me just see. I'm glad you liked this. I hope you subscribe and join for future readings. Again, check out your, I know you might have told me, but check out your Moon, Rising, Venus sign for when I do readings on those, because you might find information that you resonate with those. And I'm just looking for any last messages before we close up for Danielle. I really hope that this helped. Like I was saying before, the divine wants to give us certain messages the way they want to give it to us, you know. Might have wanted more about the love life, but they felt this was more important. And I mean, really, it was about your love life. It's pretty much basically showing stability and a future. Just so last messages. I'm so glad we got to chat and that this was helpful for you. That really makes me happy. I mean, it does. Can't keep what you have if you don't give it. So, oh my goodness. Okay. Well. All right. I'm just gonna do one more, baby girl. That's just what I feel like they're saying. Really? Ay. Let me do this real quick. And I'm taking the bottom one. Oh, that's so beautiful. And this goes with us because we're an air sign. So you got air, and it says breathing deep, entering into life, exchange of life, breathing energies. So I think this is them wrapping up a message about your relationship, girl. Like you guys are good. You guys are strong. And what's so beautiful about that is that it's basically saying that the life that you guys are entering into is an equal give and take, an exchange of life bringing energies. So, which is building a life together. And, you know, and I mean, that's just so pretty. Look at that. Without the reflection. And Geminis are an air sign, so this is our card. So, if you don't have any other questions, that I think about does it. Oh, did your friend have a question? Didn't you have a question? You said y'all live together? I totally dove into your reading, so I'm tell her I'm so sorry. I feel so bad, but I forgot she had a question, like she was joining too. I don't know. But she can I'm still happy to help. I gotta get this one some attention though. But if you can, you know, like, subscribe, comment her email below, and I can send her my Instago link for when I'm online for that. Hold on, baby, I know. Oh no, you need a diaper change. Okay. I don't know if you're gone or not. But thank you for letting me do your reading and giving you some insight from the divine. I don't take credit. It's from them. I'm just a vessel. And I'm thinking maybe you're gone. So, love and light and many blessings to you. If your friend still wants a reading, I will be happy to do that. If y'all check back in, let me know. I send much, 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 much love, many blessings, and y'all have a great rest of your night.